Om Shanti. Each one of us look within and look at my own Adi Sarup, Adi self or deity image which is worshipped from cooperage in the path of bhakti. But at confluence age, Baba makes us sit on the throne. Soul sits on the throne of center of forehead. Soul is immortal. So as I sit on this throne of center of forehead, and there is love in my heart for Baba. The throat is unshakable with faith in Baba, faith in drama. This throne also is of four subjects: knowledge, yoga, dharana, and seva. But also Baba offers me at confluence age, throne of his heart. So take few moments and make yourself seated on this unshakable throne, throne of Baba's heart. Very stable. Feel the image of self-sovereign. Then Baba places the crown on my head, crown of light, purity, and also crown of responsibility to protect Baba's yagya, to be instrument for change in the world. As I wear this crown, Baba puts tilak of awareness, Simriti, tilak of victory, and puts a beautiful garland of victory. So at conference age, Baba decorates me with this image of self-sovereign, the master. And from this position of self-sovereign, I am becoming a deity, devata, one who bestows. Bestow God's love, bestow peace, bestow any quality or power needed by the souls and in the atmosphere. If love is needed, be very loveful. But if I think there is no love here, I am not a bestower. I have love, I share love, and spread the vibrations of Baba's love. Deity soul is always happy, cheerful, has contentment. But if I forget and lose my awareness of my Adi form, Adi self, deity self, then I have very subtle desires to receive. And if I don't, there is sorrow, sadness. Want to receive love, attention, many different ways, subtle expectations from others makes me live with them. And if that doesn't happen, then soul is not happy. And there is lack of contentment, then the sanskars of weaknesses emerge. But remind yourself at that time that Baba had said, I am not Levata, I am Devata. Let me take from Baba and share with everyone. Always look at the specialities of others and also look at each one's Adi image, because everyone is making efforts. So when there is true love, you bestow. It's not actions or words, but it's through our pure feelings of all virtues. Baba says within the family, this kind of cooperation of sharing virtues, bestowing powers is most needed. So during day, I keep reminding myself that I want to invoke this Adi self, self sovereign, and the soul who is becoming worthy of worship. So we take Drishti from Baba to awaken this image within the self, Adi self, original self, a divine deity self, and leave behind my sanskars of Levta, become Devta, always happy, contentment, and bestower.
अरे शिव की याद रहेगी तब आँखों में समाया वो होगा। हम धन्य तभी बन पाएंगे जब ऐसा प्रिय जीवन होगा। यहाँ हमारा तन होगा, वहाँ हमारा मन होगा। जहाँ होता है मानव का धन, वहीं होता है उसका मन। इसलिए परमात्मा ने बताया, मुझसे लगा लो अपना मन। हम सा नहीं कोई जमाने में, रचना रचता का ज्ञान जिसे, पर ऐसा भी बनना होगा, नहीं कभी अभिमान जिसे। यहाँ हमारा तन होगा, वहाँ हमारा मन होगा। ये दुनिया तो मायावी है, माया से भला कैसी यारी। अपने तो दो ही ठिकाने हैं, वैकुंठ दुनिया निराकारी। धुंधला सा अंधियारा है, दीपक से उजियारा होगा। ये आँख भी तन का दीपक है, ये ज्ञान जीवन दीपक होगा। यहाँ हमारा तन होगा, वहाँ हमारा मन होगा। अरे शिव की याद रहेगी तब आँखों में समाया वो होगा। हम धन्य तभी बन पाएंगे जब ऐसा प्रिय जीवन होगा। यहाँ हमारा तन होगा, वहाँ हमारा मन होगा।
गुणों से सजे सजाए ये दिव्य गुण संगम के देवता जीवन के श्रृंगार इस समय दिव्य गुणों से सजे सजाए होते हो, तभी भविष्य में इस स्थूल श्रृंगार से सजे सजाए तो देवता अर्थात दिव्य गुणों से सजे सजाए। और दूसरा देवता अर्थात देने वाला, लेवता नहीं देवता। तो मास्टर दाता हो कभी देवता चेक करो कि दिव्य गुणों का श्रृंगार सदा रहता है। कभी कोई श्रृंगार भूल जाता है, कभी कोई श्रृंगार भूल जाता है। संपूर्ण सर्वगुण संपन्न ये देवता जीवन की निशानी। ये गुण ही कहने तो देखो ये ब्रह्मांड स्वरूप के सर्वशक्तियां फरिश्ते स्वरूप के डबल लाइट स्थिति और देवता स्वरूप के दातापन की निशानी और दिव्य गुणों संपन्न बने हैं। तीनों ही स्वरूप अनुभव करते हो। जैसे पाप के तीन संबंध पाप शिक्षक सतगुरु सदा याद रहता है ना। ऐसे अपने ये तीन स्वरूप सदा याद रखो। समझा क्या करना है, वरना तो आप कोई है यहाँ और कोई आने वाले हैं। आप कोई बनना है ना। आज ब्रह्मा, कल फरिश्ता और कल देवता।
Om Shanti. Welcome to our series Complete Purity, Eternal and Original Self, Day 17, and Adi Swarup, Anadi Adi Swarup. आए अनुभव करे, आत्मदर्शन करे, अपने आदि स्वरूप का चिंतन करे। आए अनुभव करे, आत्मदर्शन करे, अपने आदि स्वरूप का चिंतन करे। आए अनुभव करे, धरे रूप उतरे जो संपूर्ण पावन, अपनी वो दुनिया स्वर्गिक सुहावन। धरे रूप उतरे जो संपूर्ण पावन, अपनी वो दुनिया स्वर्गिक सुहावन। अपनी धरती गगन मंद पावन पवन, नाथ त्रिभुवन के हम लेते थे सुख सगन। आदि रूप आँखों में अभिनंदन करे, आए अनुभव करे, आत्मदर्शन करे, अपने आदि स्वरूप का चिंतन करे, आए अनुभव करे।
Om Shanti. How many of us are ready or want to go to Golden Age? How many of us are ready to go to Golden Age? How many of us want to go to Golden Age? Right? We want to go to Golden Age. So who lives in Golden Age? Who lives in Golden Age? Deities, right? Deities live in Golden Age. So where are those deities? We all are, right? So today, did you look after at pure feelings, bhavana, invocation of your Adi self, while eating breakfast, while eating lunch, while eating dinner, or during day, whatever you were doing, how many times you have to become aware or reminded yourself of your Adi self or deity self. Because this is something we have to practice for a few days, because that invocation within the self of the divine virtues will emerge. Not only that, but then again, as Baba said, deity means one who has all virtues. And I think we have all the virtues, but not 100%. Is there anyone who doesn't have patience? Everyone has patience, but sometimes that patience doesn't work. You get provoked, you get irritated, you get overwhelmed. Same could be you are very lovely, you are very sweet, but once in a while you are not lovely, you are not sweet. So every virtue is there, but to make it 100%, to make it complete. And one of the best way to make it complete is to use that virtue. Let's say if you find that there is little bits in subtle way, some kind of irritation, subtle way, some kind of negative energy. So what you do at that time, whichever virtue is required, be in that virtue. Just spread those vibrations. Stay in that stage. So you are using that virtue and your percentage of that virtue will increase. And especially at this time, this is what is needed within the family, at the centers, with logic, even in the world outside. There is a lot of anger. We have to be peaceful, very peaceful. So as much you bestow, what is bestowing? What is your data about? In English, it was fortune, bestower of fortune, but we can't bestow fortune, but we can bestow virtues, which means vidata. Vidata means bestower, giver. So what we give, we spread virtues, love and peace and harmony, and all the as much you take opportunity, because we are so much taking opportunity for service. Everyone wants to do meditation online, course online. Some souls say we are so busy whole day. But actually, what service is required at this time more is to give virtues to the souls. So even if you are talking, you have to be different. So they could feel from not to understand your words, but vibrations. They could feel peace, they could feel love, So bestowing virtues is what is our main duty at this time, Baba said. First you have to become complete. To become complete, you have to remember that I have to use that virtue more and more. Not instead of saying why I have to tolerate every time. But you immediately remind yourself anything happens, there is an opportunity to use virtue. And when you use it, your percentage of virtue is increasing. Is it clear? So we have virtues. No one can say, I don't have. Everyone, all of us have virtues, but they're not 100%. And to make them 100%, you have to give that virtue, use that virtue, whether it is for the self, it is for at the time of service, this within the family, whenever it's necessary, you just share the virtue, and that is where you become not only complete of virtues, but you also become bestower. Because when we are bestower, one of the quality of deity will be constant happiness, contentment. Because what you look at the faces of deities, idols they make, they look very, very full. There's contentment, there is happiness. They look very, very cheerful. Their eyes are full of love. So that's what they show as the image, right, of the deities with all these qualities. So at present, that's the image I have to create. So happiness. If you want to be always happy, be Devta. But if you want to be sometimes happy, sometimes not, then you have to be Devta. And remind yourself that when I am sad or missing something or not feel included, don't feel loved, don't feel this, maybe whatever souls have, they are sharing. If they don't have, then why I cause sorrow to myself? Why don't I take from Baba? Why don't I inculcate? If I think this soul should be more loving to me, that's your desire. But that soul is in its own stage of journey, maybe loving in a different way, which I am not feeling. So immediately you can see that when you are feeling these subtle desires to receive love, to receive whatever to receive in a subtle way, you becoming Levta. So remind immediately yourself, no, I am Devta. So Devta is like, as I said in the beginning, that self-sovereignty in which Baba has given us throne, Baba has given us crown, Baba has given us tilak. Let me wear it. Really, we each one of us have to practice that when I am wearing tilak, what do I feel? What awareness I have? And how many times I look at, is tilak okay or I have to put it again? One time Baba had said, sometimes your hand moves and you erase your tilak. So it has to be practiced. It's not question of, because these days we are reading lot, listening lot, and people saying, I listen to this. I don't listen anything, honestly. I just practice whole day. I said, even some people send so much is coming now in form of different classes, different lectures, different programs. But what I have to do is to practice, is to become. Baba has given us time so that Baba can use me as an instrument to serve me in the way Baba wants. And that's only possible if I become. So becoming aware of your tilak, and look at your crown of light, look at your Am I seated at this time in Baba's throne? So we have not to become levta. For few days, just become very firm. As soon as you find I am becoming levta, remind, no, I have to be devta. Why I'm thinking this way, that these souls should be like this, they should do like this, they should. Because that subtle desires, some sanskars there. If I belong to Baba, Baba is ocean of love. Baba is giving us love. And when you are in that love, everyone wants to share love. But when you are in stage of I want it, then you don't feel it. Then you are sad. Then you are upset. So you are then not devta, you are levta. So these few days, keep reminding, as soon as you find that you are not feeling very happy, you are not content, you're not, just remind, am I devta or am I levta? So this is our drill now for 2, 3 days. To be aware of my tilak, my crown, my throne, garland of victory which Baba has put us around our neck, so that we can really, really internally, some kind of experience can help us later stage also. So we got this chance really to imbibe, to practice. As Baba said, decorate yourself with all the virtues. But this is something we have to do it in practical. It's a practice, but we have to do also in practical. And if we do it, then this Adi self will keep emerging. So why am I not happy? Immediately say, because I am Levta, not Devata. So change the awareness. How to be Devta? I have to be full with virtues. Which virtue at this time I need? I always share stories of Dadis that any situation come, they say, oh, I was looking at my chart. Is my virtue working? Is my power working? Instead of saying, this shouldn't have been like this. But there are situations, and they come because of to test me or help me or give an opportunity to me to use the virtues. You understand? So no levta, but I have to be devta. Practice this. Because don't spend your whole day only reading, only listening, only because more information, more listening, that's okay. But we really at this time need to spend our time in practice. I have to be with Baba more so that I can experience what Baba wants me to be. And when after listening to Sunday mornings, Murli, and of course we are doing same, I immediately said that's what Baba wants us to be Devta, because we are also doing Adi self, no, according to the plan we have made. So it was really kind of confirming that that's what Baba wants us to be, Devta, not Levta. So first is because I have to be cheerful, I have to be very happy. Then there has to be contentment. There has to be a lot of love. So the two qualities we should focus. Of course, it could be any quality because you will know which quality I need to improve or use it more and more. One definitely what is important is God's love. You should feel Baba loves you. I always feel Baba really loves me. Do you all feel Baba loves us? Hmm? Baba loves us. So what we have to do? Just be loving, very cheerful, and let everyone experience love from us. Our nature becomes very loving, very loveful. Baba loves me. It So we will practice the quality of love, remain in Baba's, merge in Baba's love. Baba is ocean of love. Baba loves me. And really, really, Baba is not visible, but he takes care of each one of us. As he is taking care of us now, right? We cannot travel, we cannot go where anywhere, but at least we are all together in a family. And we don't know, there might be a time and there won't be internet, but somewhere Baba will make us communicate and be together as a family. Because we know that Baba loves us, so Baba will take care of us. Baba will sustain us. Baba is sustaining us, right? Mm. And other quality should be when there is love, then there is respect. Look at everyone with respect. Because one time Dadi Gulzar said, other soul is also a deity soul. So with whom are you interacting? Not with a brother, sister, or soul with particular sanskar or particular role, but soul with Adi self. Because it's same family of deities, right? So if we all are deities, how do I look at you? So I have to love you, I have to respect you, right? So emerge these feelings, emerge these feelings towards everyone of a deity, that this one also is Adi self, right? So you will start not only have a lot of love, respect, but you will start seeing beautiful qualities of that soul. So it's a relationship which is very, very respectful, elevated, whether it is through our thoughts, through our day, drishti, like at this time now, for a minute, look at everyone as a deity soul. Not anyone's face, color, clothes, which country, which nationality, nothing. But look at everyone as Devta, that Adi self, original self, the image of deity. So even within the team, practice this. If you all are together, look at each other like this for a few minutes, or during day, whenever there is chance, look at yourself in your Adi self, look at others in their Adi self, and see what the experience come. It will be really beautiful. Because we want to make it real. If we believe it, that that's what I am, this is what Baba is making me. So really, I have to be that now. Baba is guiding us to be Devta, not Levta. So during day, it requires the practice. So it will be love for the soul, another soul as Adi self, as deity, and respect also as a deity soul. So love and respect not just as a value, not just as an ordinary virtue, but it's called divine virtue, godly virtue. God's child and a deity family. So God's child, we used to say godly family, but godly family then becoming divine family. So divine family means our drishti, our words. So love and respect in the awareness of us as a family of deity souls. That should be kept in mind and practice that until tomorrow evening. God's love, love as a deity soul, love as another angel. But as we are practicing more about deity soul, and see what deep experiences and beautiful sanskars emerge. because there are deity sanskars within the soul, they have to emerge. And as much you emerge these, then old ones won't emerge, they will finish. So not only through power of yoga we finish them, but through inculcation. I'm inculcating deity sanskars, so the old sanskars are disappearing because I don't like it. You don't want to experience them again. So as soon as any thought comes, you change them. I am not Lepta, I am Devta. Remind yourself very strong. I am not Lepta, I am Devta. And then all those beautiful sanskars of Devta, they will emerge. So I think we have to spend a lot of time in practice, creating this awareness, creating this drishti, creating this personality, and use all the qualities, donate them so that they become 100%. So, as someone asked Dadi, Prakash Mani, Dadi, you are always peaceful. She said, always. She said it with so much pride because she was peaceful. So, we all could say it. Yes, we are peaceful. All the time, we are peaceful. Yeah, it's possible. We just have to, we're not very far. Some percentage is left. So we have to become complete. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome. Wow, I can see so many beautiful flowers from Baba's beautiful gardens right here on my Zoom screen. Are you all ready to go on a picnic? Today, we will go to the United States of America to visit the Anubhuti Retreat Center and the San Francisco Center. What are we all waiting for? Let's go!
So we had beautiful visit to San Francisco and Anubhuti, Baba's lovely places. You see Chandruben here. Chandruben. Nice to visit you all. Hmm, कर दो ये हमेशा ऐसे चलो किया है अनम्यूट हाँ बोलिए चंद्रू बहन
I said that you haven't been here for a long time, so this is it, virtual yatra.
right yeah. These are our pilgrimage places, so we thought whole family of the region should visit,
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for inviting us. And
This is his sisters, Caroline, Emma Ben, there is Elizabeth. Elizabeth, move the camera. Move the camera.
Hema Ben and Anubhuti, it's beautiful. Elizabeth.
They live in a paradise.
Yeah. Baba is keeping everyone very, very happy and sustained, right? Okay, nice to meet you all. Anyone wants to say anything? Yeah.
Oh, Shanti. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Nice to see you all.
Yeah. चलो बंद करो.
क्या हुआ? कोई बात नहीं है, अच्छा है ना. So we can have few extra minutes to just look at our Adi self. So few extra minutes of Baba's remembrance. Okay. Om Shanti.
भगवान की बगिया के फूल है हम सारे बच्चे. भगवान की बगिया के फूल है हम सारे बच्चे. दिव्य गुणों से महकाते हैं, प्रेम से हम मुस्काते हैं. पास हमारे जो आता है, शिव संग में खो जाता है. भगवान की बगिया के फूल है हम सारे बच्चे. हमारी हर बात निराली भगवान को लगती है प्यारी. रूहानी प्यार देना धर्म हमारा, कल्याण करना कर्म हमारा. सारे जहां पे उनका ही साया, सारे जहां पे उनका ही साया. कर्मों की भिक्षा हमने पाया. भगवान की बगिया के दिव्य गुणों से महकाते हैं, प्रेम से हम मुस्काते हैं। पास हमारे जो आता है, शिव संग में खो जाता है। भगवान की बगिया के फूल है हम सारे बच्चे, भगवान की बगिया के फूल है हम सारे बच्चे।
Om Shanti. Om Shanti, everyone, and good night. Om Shanti. कर दो unmute.